Hello, I'm called Tim. I'm a member of the bottom 1%. All I have is the knowledge in my head, and I'm willing to share it with you. Today, I want to talk about one of the great novels, Uncle Tom's Cabin, and by Harry Beecher Stowe. And I was using the term Uncle Tom a lot to talk about race traders or those who go inside the system to get a comfortable life and who um, would use the system or go inside the system to tell them about what other black people were doing um, because they did not want to come out and struggle, that they were basically ethnic traitors uh, and traitors against even working class or those of us struggling outside of the elite. And then I thought one day, I need to read this book because it's just one of the books that I had not read. And I went through the book and I'm reading it, and okay, when I get to the Uncle Tom character, I said, okay, he's a Christian. I can see. Sometimes they brainwash us with a certain brand of Christianity that makes us serve. But he wasn't like the fake Christians that I even see today. He actually believed this stuff. He actually believed in sacrificing your life for others. So I can see the criticism against him for that. He's turning the other cheek and he's trying to be kind, which is suited for slavery. I said, okay, all right, good time, all right. So I'm reading, and he comes across. He's with this nice master, and a little girl dies that he's very close to, and he weeps and he said, well, you can critique him for crying for her more than they cry for his own. We have a man in the White House who does that all the time. Every time someone dies, it's heartbreaking, except for the black children in Chicago. Okay, you can criticize him for that. I said, okay. Uh, and then a scene comes in the book where I said, wait a minute. This guy's not happy to be a slave. Where his master, he wants to leave, and his master is sick. Master who's been kind to him. And he says, haven't I been good to you? And Uncle Tom says, yeah, but it's not like freedom. Freedom is better than slavery, even if you're comfortable as a slave. And I said, well, am I reading the right book? Right? What's going on here? But he stays because that master is sick. He says, well, I'll stay until you get better. And then the master dies, and the wife sells Uncle Tom to a harsh slave. And now this is where the great criticism of slavery is. You can say, well, he should have left. But he's trying to be compassionate to someone who was kind to him. He's trying to be forgiving, I guess, to the institution itself. And he's putting the personal relationship over his own freedom. But he thinks the master is going to get better, whatever the case may be. So I can see you criticizing him for that. But when you have someone who's done something for you personally, you have feelings for them. I see black people going all out for bosses who are not even half as kind as the master was to Uncle Tom. So, okay, he goes to this plantation with this cruel slave master. And then he is beaten because he will not beat someone else. And I say, wait a minute. This Uncle Tom guy here, he's not a race trader. He's not just some soft punk. Because he could easily have gone along. He said, I'm not going to do it. My faith says I will not brutalize another human being. Then he's tortured for not telling this cruel master where two of his female slaves have gone. Because they hatched this whole plan to get away. Uncle Tom doesn't know where they are, but he knows about the plan. And he never tells. And they torture him to death. And he never tells. And he's tortured by other slaves, two other black slaves who just are wretched as their master, just do anything to fit in with their master, anything he tells them to. They're the bad character. I think maybe, well, I know most people haven't read this novel because you wouldn't be calling the people Uncle Toms that we call Uncle Tom. Okay, because Uncle Tom, imagine if I knew 10 blacks who were willing to make a significant sacrifice for their community. Almost everyone I know is surviving on their own, for their own selves. Okay, so I said, well, this guy, this Uncle Tom character is a hero. Why am I calling these people Uncle Toms? They don't deserve this title. So I just start calling them dirtbags. I don't call them, I just call them dirtbags. I don't even call them sellouts, you know. So he's tortured to death, Uncle Tom. And what I like about the novel is the women who escape, they use um, African tradition to put the fear of God into this master. They make him think ghosts are coming after him, his spirits are coming after him, and they really do a number on him. Between him not being able to break Tom and the two women doing this number on him, he just like loses his mind. So if you get the chance, please read the book. If you're calling people Uncle Toms who hurt the race or will not sacrifice anything for the race, stop it. You're using the term wrong. Just like I was. When I read this book, I felt like an ass because I should have known better. Right? I should have read it sooner. I was using the phrase like everybody else, but I learned that you have to go to the root of all things. Even little throwaway things like terms that you use. You have to go to the root of everything, and that's why I went back and I read this, because this system conditions you to do certain things, and you have to go back and really look at every single little decision to say, is this conditioning or do I really like this? Is this conditioning or do I really want to do this? Is this conditioning or do I really want to travel? Is this conditioning or do I really like to drive cars? So we must do that. And that's what my hangouts are about, my videos are about, my blog is about, and my books are about. So if you want the books, again, they'll be in the description section. And I hope that you will go and give this another look. Excellent novel. And until next time, please take care of yourselves. It's a very cold world out there. Very cruel. See you next time.